Welcome to NYNJPA Weather. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino, here to take you through all the wacky weather that impacts the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan areas. So let's see what's going on out there. Good morning and welcome to a new video of NYNJPA Weather. We're going to separate this into two parts today. So first part, we'll discuss the storm that's going to be impacting the area over the next 66 hours. Basically what we have right now, this is the latest radar image as of 13:48 this morning. And basically what we have is some scattered snow showers. This is warm advection snow showers as our clipper is moving over the Great Lakes. And these snow showers will move through the forecast area, not produce much in way of accumulation, but hey, it will look nice at the very least. And with temperatures basically in the lower to mid 30s, you can pretty much guarantee snow showers and not rain showers. And you know, if they are a little bit heavier like they are over central Pennsylvania currently, then you could get some light accumulation, maybe about a dusting or so. Now let's take a look at the upper level pattern. This is the water vapor image as of this morning, and I want to point out a few features. One, notice the ridge is developing over the west. This is with the southern branch, and this other ridge down here is also with the southern branch. We have a storm that's developing over the Gulf Coast with a weak lifting over the Gulf Coast and parts of Louisiana. So we're getting rainfall developing over the southeast. And I circled this disturbance over the north. This is what's going to create our big ocean storm as this disturbance dives through. Now, when we look at the RUC, this is the latest RUC guidance at 500 millibars, and this is at 14Z, so it's basically the latest 500 millibar map, current map. And notice a few features. I want to point out towards the Pacific because this is what's going to drive this entire setup. Okay, we have a trough and a pretty impressive vort maximum diving through off the British Columbia coast. Meanwhile, we have a close upper level low that has formed, and as a result, a ridge has developed over the Rockies and up towards the Pacific Northwest. Now, this ridge is important. If this ridge was able to intensify and build up towards Canada, then the resulting trough that we see over the east, and that will eventually become our driving storm as the upper level 500 millibar low develops off the coast, would be deeper, it would be sharper, and the whole storm formation will be further to the west. However, because of the disturbance dropping through the British Columbia area and eventually down through northwestern United States, what happens is that this ridge gets knocked down and flattened out and forced east. And when this ridge over the west gets forced east, that means that the development of the storm that's going to eventually take place over the Atlantic seaboard, unfortunately will, or fortunately depending on how you see the storm, will be forced further out into the Atlantic. Therefore, even though that the low comes close, it's no cigar because of what's happening out west. A progressive pattern and a development that calls for a storm to form further out in the Atlantic rather than on the coast. Also notice we have our southern stream energy that's developing over the Gulf Coast. This combined with this disturbance, this very strong disturbance over the northern branch, will form a rather impressive storm off the east coast and form a closed low, which will be the beginning setup of the entire pattern, which I'll discuss later. But overall, this storm will be forced out into the east, and when we look at the surface map as of 12Z, our surface low over the Great Lakes drives towards the mid-Atlantic. Meanwhile, our Gulf low does the same, drives towards the mid-Atlantic. A new low pressure system is formed off the Delmarva coast, and then basically, as you can see with this black arrow here, moves out to the east and remains about 250 to 300 miles off the east coast, which means basically along the coast you have a good risk of seeing some scattered snow showers. Could see total accumulation from now on through Sunday night, dusting to maybe an inch if you're lucky, if you happen to have snow showers continuously move over your area. Otherwise, the majority of this precipitation will remain off the coast What will be interesting is the strong winds that will pick up through now from Monday, and also the fact that instead of warm air being advected in from the southwest as another cold front approaches on Wednesday, with this upper level low and the surface low sitting off the coast, eventually marine air will build in from northeast to southwest and bring temperatures basically remaining around the mid 30s to mid 40s. So no real strong warm up for coming up this week, but basically a cloudy and damp period is ahead of us for Monday and Tuesday. Well, that's the first video. The second video will be coming up shortly.